Hello, 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 everybody. This is Dylloop, and welcome back to Factorio 0.16. So last episode we left off where I was building out the furnace arrays, and I've gone ahead and gathered all the resources necessary to finish that, as well as researched turrets and stone walls for our defenses, because we're gonna need to start getting defenses up and going, because we're just starting to get too much pollution. So I'm going to be setting up like turrets in logical spots. So probably one here. I'll probably just set them up like one here, and one up here, and then figure out which ones are actually firing, and we'll build it up from there. Just until I can actually get the resources together to build it better. So this is what I came up with the furnace design, and I realize that this thing is huge and massive, but my mentality when I play this game is that the map is unlimited in size, so there's no reason to build small and compact, unless like you are aiming to, which I'm not. Like if that's like a personal goal, which it's not for me, just build it real big. Easier. And then so I'm just gonna build this huge, and this is gonna be upgradable in the future as well as for the logistic spots. Now I normally limit these chests to like 2 or 3 stacks. I'm gonna say 2 stacks. So you shift right click to copy it, and then you can just paste to everything else by shift left clicking. And that'll get us everything. Now the way this works is kind of the same concept. It's got the inserters. It's the same concept as the furnaces. It outputs to this side of the belt, and then it switches sides. And I did this wrong. Oh, you know what? This isn't going to work. Or is it? No, that'll work. Okay, yeah, so it switches what side the belt the iron is on. That way it can insert to the other ones, and eventually these will all be fast inserters. For now they're just the regular inserters though. And then this outputs the for my main bus. So we have enough to start mapping this out. We need a splitter. Yeah, they take forever to craft. We're also going to need to start bringing this over. One's going to be copper, or one's going to be the iron, one's going to be the coal. And this is going to be here. And the splitter there. Perfect. So nice big furnace array. There's probably a more compact way to do it, or even a more like resource efficient way to do it, but this is what I like. It looks cool to me. So we'll bring up the iron belt from here. Bring it up from like right here. I don't like that. I don't like how small our iron patch is at all. We're definitely going to need to go find an iron patch sooner rather than later. Oops. I probably should have lined that up correctly. We're going to need more transport belt. Figures. We're going to need a lot more because we need to bring in the coal too. That's alright. That's actually going to be the coal line. This is going to be the iron. Let's go ahead and throw a bunch of iron to make transport belt while we finish off the build. That'll be plenty. And I've upgraded this too. I built 2 more. Between last episode and this episode, I built 2 more of these miners. I built an extra miner on the coal. That's basically so when I plug in the furnace arrays, it won't run out of coal. And then I also started running into power problems once I did that, so I added another furnace or a boiler and 2 steam engines onto this, and I moved the whole thing to the left by 1 just to make this fit. And then all the future ones will be right here. So yeah, that's how that's all set up. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. Cool, so that's going to be like that, and then all of these are going to be here. We'll just throw them down. In and out. Get the other side in just a second. Yeah, this uses a lot of inserters. I think I made enough. And then I know I made enough long-handed. Oops. Yeah. Putting those all in the wrong spots. Yeah, misplaced a lot of those. That goes there. Missing 2 somewhere. Where am I missing 2? There's one right here missing. Oh, I already had one crafted, so I accidentally made one more. Okay, so power. I'm probably not going to have enough power poles either. Nope, not enough power poles, so we'll craft more of those. I'm not really short on anything in particular. This thing's just about ready to turn on other than the transport belt and the power, so that's pretty cool. Just need to go there. Just like that. So once I plug in the coal and iron, it should work perfectly. Which we'll get right on. So let's just come down here and pick up this iron. We're gonna have to rearrange all the miners as well once I'm done with this. And then the coal is gonna come the same way. And get a splitter here. I'm gonna put a splitter down at the bottom to balance it out in just a second. I'll show you guys how to do that. That's pretty simple too. Cool, so that should start pumping out iron for us. So for the coal, well, it's not going to because we need to rearrange this. But for the coal, what I want to do is add a load balancer on this side so that the sides of the belt are balanced. And we'll put that like right here-ish. So to do that, you just put a splitter down and you branch this out like so. Just put it like that. And what this does, it takes 50% of it, puts it on this side of the belt, and 50% onto that side of the belt. So now it's like even. So it'll fill up both sides of the belt instead of only having one side of the belt filled up. It'll fill up both sides. Just more buffer. It really doesn't matter that much. So next we will go ahead and start picking up all this crap and laying out our miners the correct way. Let's go ahead and pick up the miners first. Okay. So we had, what, 6 miners? I kind of want this in line, but I'm not sure if that's going to work out the whole way through. Wow, we had a lot of ore. I want to make more miners. We had 4 miners? 4, 5, 6. Make 10 more. It's going to take a while, but... we'll put, I just made 13, 14, so we'll put 7 on each side. We'll put 2 here, 2 here. We'll just kind of make them even as possible. And we'll put 2 right here as well. It doesn't matter if they're super even, as long as we get the whole patch covered. More or less. Power can go like so. Yeah, just like that. As soon as I add all these miners, I'm probably going to run into power issues. I want to add 2, 3, add a couple right there as well. Get a splitter. Wouldn't craft a couple splitters. Still making the miners, huh? That's putting on that side, so I'm going to actually add all the rest of the miners, the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, onto this side. And it should be somewhat even, sort of balanced. And we could balance it up here, if we wanted to. Which we probably will. Yeah, we will. I'll get this all covered eventually, but I don't feel like auto-crafting a bunch of miners at the moment. I don't feel like manually crafting a bunch of them. Alright, so we're making the splitters. Yeah, so that's working. We're definitely not going to use this whole furnace right now. We just don't have enough miners or iron to use it. But that's fine, because in the future we will. So this is going to go there. And then we're going to put another splitter, like, right up here. And we're just going to balance it like so. Cool. And then, I'm also going to put a splitter here and a belt here with a chest and an inserter. This is going to take a while, but it'll help to get that back into the system. I could probably even use a fast inserter there. Help us get rid of that extra iron that I picked up, and in the future if I ever pick it up as well. So we should have a more or less compressed belt. Almost there, not quite. But none of these miners should be on hold, which is a good thing. And we have beautiful, beautiful iron. See all sides of the belt being saturated. Once this is all up and running, we'll see an even load as well. And we can just, you know, come pick up iron. Now we should never see an idle inserter arm unless the belt is not being picked up. Like if the belt's empty, they should be able to fit. That's why we switch sides. They definitely will right now, but we'll get fast inserters eventually too. But we don't have the copper for that. We have plenty of iron in my inventory now. So I think the next thing we want to do is, like I said, start setting up some kind of defense because pollution is really getting out there now. So let's go ahead and get on that. First, we want a radar. Let's grab some copper and we'll build a couple of gun turrets and some ammo. Build like, I don't know, maybe like 100 rounds That's gonna take a long time. They take a second each, so it'll take like a minute and a half. We'll build like 5 or 6 gun turrets. We'll build 5 gun turrets. Another 85 rounds after. That'll leave me, I can put 20 ammo in each gun turret. Now I'm kind of debating, should I go fight the biters or should I wait? The evolution, they're at 1.9%, but as soon as you start fighting them, that evolution goes up. So I kind of want to wait till I get a car and piercing rounds, and then that'll allow us to like really push the biters out. So yeah, I want to set up basic defenses for now. We also want a radar. I might make it 2 radars, so we'll put a radar here. And there's our gun turret. Put our gun turret here. And you're gonna get 20 rounds of ammo. Close enough, 19 rounds, that's fine. And we'll set up another gun turret here. Because I don't know where the biters are going to attack. 20 rounds of ammo is going to be perfect for now. Because typically when the biters first start to attack, they only send 1 or 2 biters as an initial attack. I'm going to build a second radar. This other radar is going to go up by the coal. So we'll put another turret here. We'll probably put it right here in the center. Maybe 1 up north, 1 down south. We have what? 4 more? 3 more? We'll put 1, 2, 3. 1 here, 1 here. Yeah, so we'll put 1 up north, 1 down south. But we'll probably put them out a little bit of ways, like out this way and out this way. Just in case anything decides to come from over there. And now if anything comes from over here, it's going to beeline towards the copper or the coal. And same thing with anything from here, it's going to go to the steam engines. I doubt anything's going to hit the iron patch or the stone patch. Unless maybe it's coming from down here. So it might be a good idea to get 1 extra turret. And then 20 more rounds. And make a couple extra rounds for myself. We'll throw a turret down here. Rounds, and we'll get 1 south of the iron, and then 1 we'll set those 2 up, and it should be good. That'll cover just any approach that the biters would have towards our base should be covered by a turret. And while I was up north, I should have placed down that radar. So let's go do that. Cool thing is you can actually zoom in and see the map now with the radars. It used to not be that way. But that should start exploring outwards so we could see if there's any other biter bases that are like super close by, which is good. And this other radar we're gonna throw up here. Oh, that's gun turret, not a radar. This radar. Throw it there. Cool. Then we'll go through these. I'm gonna leave some room to put another one of these in. These furnace arrays. It's gonna go directly next to it, and it's gonna be for copper. So I'm gonna put this like out here a little ways. We're gonna have this here and here, and hopefully they don't squeeze through there. They can. There's room to squeeze through. Yeah. So if they beeline directly this way, they'll squeeze through. But should I cover that? Yeah. Bring this down a little more. I mean, I'm never going to cover everything right now, but that's alright. put this here. That should be good. Good enough. Cool. So I guess we can start building out the copper setup too. I was hoping to get to circuits this episode, but that's not gonna happen. That's just gonna have to wait till next episode. Because we still need to craft all of those inserters. So it's 29. I need 32, so I need another 3 after that. We need iron. Need a lot more transport belt too. Not too short on copper yet. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go ahead and craft 936 fast inserters. That's 25. More copper. Yeah, it's pretty boring early game, but it gets better. Less auto crafting. There's a lot of waiting around in the early game. We have 25, 30, 35, 36 of those. So that'll give us 36 regular inserters, but I need 64, so we'll need another 30 regular inserters. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then we'll craft all the other fast inserters too. We'll actually need more than that. I don't know why it's not letting me. Here we go. Oh, we need more copper. Wow. Yeah, we should have all the furnaces. Let's get some transport belt being built. We're going to have like a ton of iron. Take my copper too. We'll go down and build out the next furnace array. Luckily, like, we can build it out while that other stuff's being built. So it's gonna be right here. Oops. I'm gonna separate this by 1, and the reason for that is that I think roboports are 3x3s, and that'll allow us to fit a roboport in. Or are they 4x4? I think they're 3x3. So we'll put it here. And we should be able to put roboports right in between. Eventually. That way I just don't have to rip it out in the future. Even though by that point, because we have construction robots at that point in the game, like, it won't matter that much. But this is going to be the exact same setup. I was only going to build half of it at a time, but I'm just going to build the whole damn thing. Oops. I don't know what just went over me. A little brain fart. I was like reading my top screen here. And then just running and placing furnaces. Yeah, I could probably get away with only building half of it, but I'm just gonna build it. I might as well if I'm here. I'm already crafting everything for it as well. It's gonna take a while to craft it all, but that's alright. Oh, I'm out of belt. That sucks. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff to craft. 100 more transport belt. Cool. Once we get the circuit boards automated too, which again we're probably just gonna do next episode to work on a circuit build. This episode we only have 5 more minutes, so we'll just concentrate on getting this all fleshed out. And there probably will be a biter attack at some point this episode. Just a lot of smog, a lot of pollution going on there. Man, I can't even build a splitter that I need because my crafting queue is full. I'd be using these. I don't know, because I think they're supposed to be going towards fast inserters. These will never need fast inserters, because they, like, even with the steel furnaces, they will never output fast enough to need them. The regular inserters is just fine. All these in. More goes there. We're gonna have so much iron and copper we won't even know what to do with it after this. Never have to worry about it again. Okay. So we think. I need more copper though. I can build that splitter. I'm also going to need to start bringing the copper over. So I'm going to have to bring it north and then bring it out. That'll probably come up the same way that... Probably come up like this. Go right above the coal. Actually, it'll go 2 blocks above the coal. Because it'll go right here. We'll use an underground belt there. Yeah, we need more transport belt. I don't even know if we're going to finish out this furnace array. If I don't finish it this episode, I'm just kind of killing time at this point. I'm going to do this off camera, so that next episode we just have to build the circuit front setup and then start working on like automated transport belts and the first science setup. There's this really cool science build that I want to do, but we're going to wait till later to do that. Like later till we get like oil. I gotta track down the guy who designed it too, because I used it on my stream, but I never gave... Like the science build that I found it like 2 years ago. Probably not that long ago, maybe a year ago. When I was trying to play Factorio on my laptop for a minute, but I kind of gave up on that because this game's hard to play with a touchpad. But I found this like science build design, and I was using that, and then like I never wrote down where I got it from because I wasn't doing YouTube. And then when I decided to do YouTube last week, I can't give credit because I have no idea where I got the picture. So I'm gonna try and do like reverse image search on Google and see if I can track down the picture for it and figure out where I got it from. Alright, so we crafted all these, which means that we can go ahead and swap them out here. Which means that I now have these. Yeah, just like that. Oops, not like that. Yep. Alright. So, next episode what we'll do is, wow, I never went and got copper. Next episode, I'll have this finished. It'll look exactly like this. It'll be a mirror image. And then next episode, we'll start working on like our circuit setup and basic science setup. So thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you next time. If you would like to leave a comment, leave a comment. I do enjoy reading them, as well as like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you dislike it, and I'll catch you later.